Let me be real clear. When a judge thinks they're above the law and then uses the law to coerce, intimidate, threaten, or interfere with someone who is aiding and encouraging another in the exercise or enjoyment of their rights under the ADA, 42 U.S. Code 12203 says that is unlawful. And 42 U.S. Code 12203A makes it unlawful to retaliate against those who have opposed an unlawful act under the ADA. Judge Rosie Gonzalez, I'm speaking directly to you right now. My name is Jay Shore. I'm a certified Americans with Disabilities Act, have been since 2017. The video that I put on my TikTok, which I'm about to post here on YouTube, is egregious. And it shows utter disregard, contempt, and interference with someone enjoying their rights under the ADA. My video was an attempt to aid them and encourage them that they could exercise and enjoy those rights under the ADA, and that the public needed to be upset about this. And you dare to come on your Instagram and threaten felonies for people who speak out against you? Well, here I am again speaking out against you because you are not above the law. And you shouldn't be above the law. And if you have the gall and unmitigated absence of decency to think that you can abuse a disabled person and the public's not going to have an outcry about it, to do it on video and it's on YouTube, and you're expecting for nobody to say anything, and when they do, you threaten them with a felony? Fuck you. Here we go. I've never done a video that made me as angry as this source material that I'm getting ready to show you.
Okay, Olga, let's get on the record in a case that has not been filed. It's case number 2024 PF 16408. Mr. Piddle filed a writ, and that is writ number 4143. Can I get announcements from the attorneys, please?
Jordan Sims for the state of Texas.
And Kelly Piddle from Maddox Ponce, and we're ready.
And I believe, Mr. Piddle, that Mr. Piddle, the court will hear from you first as the moving party. And Mr. Ponce, you'll hear your attorney maybe call witnesses or put evidence, other types of evidence on. We'll hear your side first, but the state has equal access to the court.
I have listened to this several times, and it's the first time I've heard this judge say, but the state has equal access to the courts. The irony of her saying this with what she's getting ready to do is not lost upon me. I mean, I'm enraged at this judge. This judge needs to be removed. She needs to be removed from ever holding a place of authority or public trust again, ever.
And they'll be allowed to address the court with any concerns or other matters they want the court to consider before we rule on this motion. Kelly, the floor is yours.
Judge, we call Carrie Barnett, Karibarnett.
Carrie Barnett, can you please bring her in from the breakout room?
Mr. Ponce, are you doing something with your mouth?
So someone off screen says, Mr. Ponce, are you doing something with your mouth? This is referred to as stimming. With people with autism spectrum disorder, they do self-stimulation to help themselves stay calm. Actually, we all do it. You know, when you touch your face or you scratch your head or, you know, you wipe your nose, all of these things are stimming. They're self-comfort mechanisms. And people with autism do it differently and sometimes more intensely.
He's not doing anything, man.
I think he's like Sabrina's people, Marie.
Okay, he relaxed. Okay, what's he doing, Kelly? He seems to pucker up and then relax, pucker up
Judge,
and relax.
I think he's special.
He's special needs, Judge. So
okay,
all right.
Judge is not trauma informed or disability informed. She can't look at someone doing this and say they may have a disability. That's sad, first of all. But secondly, two people tell her he's special needs. And then she says, okay, so she has lost her deniability, and now it is a readily apparent disability.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He needs to settle down. We're not going to have this proceeding, Kelly. He needs to calm down. I understand he's special needs.
I'm happy.
I'm not going to address you, Mr. Ponce. You need to be quiet. Your attorney's trying to get some things done for you, and you need to allow him to try to do that.
Telling someone who has no control over their reaction, you need to calm down. This is fucked beyond fucked. This judge is fucked beyond fucked. Let me speak directly to this judge. Rosie C. Gonzalez, you are fucked beyond fucked.
But they need to understand it, and that's going to take a conversation with them, especially if Mr. Ponce thinks he can come in here and act out. I understand what you said to me, Kelly, but he can't come in here and start to want to engage with me and yell like he was yelling on camera and act the way he was acting on camera, because that wouldn't be tolerated in the courtroom.
This judge has just been offended by someone with a disability. Bless her fucking heart. Telling him that he's acting out. This is not the worst of it. It gets worse. It's going to get a lot worse.
You don't have to like it, Mr. Ponce. The power dynamic here is very, very offset. You can act out all you want. All it's going to give me is enough information about your behavior to rule.
There you have it, folks. Rosie C. Gonzalez, a judge in Bexar County, Bexar County, Texas, has just told someone that she knows has a disability that their behavior, disability-related behavior, all it's going to do for her is give her enough information to rule. She's basically telling this person that she's going to act against them for having a disability. If this doesn't destroy the faith in the impartiality and integrity of the judiciary, nothing does. Let me show you a little bit about this judge. So this judge claims to be part of a marginalized community. As a matter of fact, she's an activist for marginalized community. And according to her social profile anyway. And yet she is discriminating against a lawfully protected marginalized community of disabled people. You know, the reason I'm going slow on this is I'm having trouble putting the words out without cussing this person just the hell out. In every other breath. It's a real struggle for me to enunciate what's going on here without a stream of expletives. That's how angry I am. And this judge, Rosie Gonzalez of Bexar County, Texas, needs to have judicial complaints put in on her, bar complaints put in on her, and US DOJ complaints put in on her for discriminating. You can feel free to point them to this video. I'm going to put it on YouTube under ADA Vet Advocacy and also under Luck Fawyers Institute. I'll put it under both of them. I'm also going to put it on Rumble under ADA Rights on Rumble. So if you need it somewhere else, it's going to be in multiple places. But this judge, I'm going to leave the final word to you. Here's our Instagram page. To all controllers, hackers, doxers, commentators, concerned constituents. You've been duped. You have a right to your individual and collective opinions, but they're based on a deep fake, edited, manipulated, fabricated TikTok video. Now, she may mean another video, but I got mine from a reputable source. And your comments and threats constitute harassment under the Texas Penal Code. And individuals who engage, and I'm thinking she means and any individual who engages in this activity towards another individual, could be subject to criminal prosecution. I want to make it real clear. I haven't threatened her at all. Unless it's a threat for her to be accountable for her actions. That might be what she's referring to, which that scares all judges. Then she says, the misdemeanor offense elevates to a felony charge when committed against a sitting elected judge. Please stop the insanity. The truth is the best defense. Stop all comments and threats. All have been memorialized and digitally forwarded to law enforcement, and an active investigation has begun. For at least one individual, they should expect to be served with a notice of a protective order hearing, and said individual will also be served with a notice of the filing of a defamation suit. Again, I don't know if this is me or not. I don't care. She needs to stand accountable for her actions. This was filed on November the 20th. So there you have it, folks. If what she said about your actions are going to give me the information I need to rule, and I'm paraphrasing, if that right there is not discrimination against someone on the basis of disability, I'll apologize to her. Period. I will. But I've been doing this for almost 8 years now, and I've never seen a judge act so calloused and with such disregard to someone that she knows has a disability that's readily apparent, and she speaks to them, letting them know that the behavior that they have based on this disability is going to give her information to rule. And it's inferred by her tone that it's not a good ruling. Anyone would be intimidated by this. Anyone. But someone with a disability, no access to this court.